Hi, and welcome to Apple 1001. I'm Dominque McShan. I'm your instructor for this webinar. We'll be taking an in-depth look at all things Apple as well as the history of Apple. I hope you all enjoy this webinar, and I hope you take some things with you that you'll be able to apply with you in your academic and personal lives. We're going to be jumping right into things today, and we'll begin by discussing one of the commercials that established Apple as the powerhouse it is today. And that was the Apple 1984 commercial. It was aired in 1984 during the Super Bowl, and it is heavily based off of George Orwell's novel 1984. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with this novel, but it is an English classic, and it describes a futuristic dystopian society where an entity known as Big Brother controls society and made everyone conform and lose their individualism. Now, thinking about that, we're going to take a look at the actual 1984 commercial that aired during the Super Bowl.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the Information Purification Directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of being contradictory thoughts. Our unification of thoughts is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people. One will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Alright, now let's break down this commercial and analyze it. There are many literary elements that are incorporated in this video. First off, let's take a look at the rhetorical triangle. The text of this commercial would be the Apple Macintosh being introduced or published through TV. The author would be Apple Corporation, and the target audience would be educated intellectuals. The year 1984, the novel 1984, the Super Bowl in which this commercial was aired, as well as the uniqueness that Apple attempts to spark in the audience help us determine our target audience. Now, we would say that the target audience would be educated intellectuals in this video because the author expects you to have a background knowledge of the novel 1984 to understand the full concepts of the video. Now let's continue and examine the rhetorical appeals triangle where we have ethos, logos, and pathos. The Apple logo at the end of the commercial establishes the credibility of Apple as a company, and the narrator's strong, powerful, all-knowing voice makes the viewer feel as if the individual is knowledgeable about what he's saying and therefore incorporates ethos. Our logos is incorporated by our factual information, such as the date the Macintosh will be available, and introducing it as this unique computer. The ideas of individualism, Big Brother, and conformity all come together to have a pathological appeal to the viewer and incorporates our pathos. To break down this commercial even more, let's analyze the physical aspects of this commercial, such as the setting and colors used. In this time, Americans were very suspicious of computers and feared standardization and centralization as shown in the video. Furthermore, the setting is very dark and mediocre. None of the drones are unique from one another. Then this heroine comes along. She's the only female throughout this entire video, wearing bright clothing and definitely stands out from the crowd. And that is exactly how Apple wanted to be portrayed. As an underdog that was unique from any type of computer. The heroine also appeals strong, powerful, and I'd say she's a go-getter by the way she runs with the hammer and smashes Big Brother smack in the face. Apple also wanted to be known as the type of company that was going to be different and spark change in the technological world. The fade to white at the end of the commercial also leaves the viewers wondering what this new Macintosh is going to be like, and it successfully made them interested in Apple. As you can see, lots of thought went into creating this commercial, and it gave Apple the connection to rebellion and empowerment that it desired, and it was extremely successful. Thanks for tuning into part 1 of the Apple 1001 webinar. Our next session will be uploaded next week. Goodbye until then.